Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the ships of Naval Action. Today we travel far back in time to take a look at the Ingermanland. And I say we travel far back in time because she is one of the oldest, if not the oldest ship, competing with the Wapen von Hamburg, which I believe, check out my previous video on the Wapen von Hamburg for confirmation. But the Wapen von Hamburg I believe is 1718, around there. So the Ingermanland is one of the oldest ships in Naval Action, 1750. She was a 64-gun ship to the line, and she was built according to Peter I, who had spent a lot of time across the world, or rather across Europe, Netherlands for example, researching Western life and shipbuilding to help propel the then Russian Empire, or what would become the Russian Empire, into modernity. So the Ingermanland, she was built for the Baltic fleet to help end Swedish and Danish dominance in the Baltics. And she launched in 1715, as I said. She took port in the Northern War, which was, of course, between the Swedish and the Russians and some others. And, well, she just spent time cruising around in the Baltics and taking part in battles, I guess. During the Northern Wars. She would also at some point in 1719 drop off some troops on the coast of Sweden and kept on sailing around. There doesn't seem to be any too noticeable battles that she took part in, but she was there. She was part of the Russian fleet of the Russian Empire. Peter I, he was the one who commissioned her essentially. And she was the same type, notably, she was the same type or class as one of Tsar's favorite battleships. But I don't see which one exactly. But anyways, Ingermanland, early ship. And we can see that as well on the design of her. So she has the more galleon-ish look, not as extreme as the Wapen von Hamburg, if you ask me. And on the front of the bowsprit, you can see the little mast thingy sticking up with another sail on it, which was typical of the older ships. So I guess we'll talk about the Ingermanland now that we've quickly talked about her her history. We'll talk about her armament. So, in-game, she has quite a heavy armament for a 64-gunner, or 62-gunner as she is in-game. 31 guns per side, unless I messed that up, consisting of 30-pounder guns on the primary gun deck, 18-pounder guns on the middle gun deck, and, if I'm not wrong, 6-pounder guns on the weather deck. So that's quite light weather deck, but she has a heavy armament, 32-pounders, they hit hard. She's also quite fast in Naval Action, interesting because of her older design, and I do love how the Ingermanland looks. For the longest time she was my favorite ship in Naval Action. Of course that is far no longer the case. My favorite one probably goes to the Admiral de Ruyter. But the Ingermanland, as far as forfreights goes, she has solid firepower, she has decent armor. It's not amazing, but it's good enough. And she has great speed, so she is a solid ship. And as far as forfreights goes, I mean, I think she looks good. The paint scheme, it's great. I do enjoy her, but forfreights for me are kind of the middle ground ship that isn't that fun to play, honestly. It's not a frigate, but it's not a proper ship of the line. Just like historically forfreights would face near the end of their life, is that they wouldn't really have a spot, like they weren't fast enough or agile enough as frigates, but they couldn't stand up in the line of battle. So of course forfreights in Naval Action face the same issue basically, they just massively outgunned. But of course the Ingermanland, she's still a solid ship in Naval Action, so speed-wise she is solid. So I can definitely recommend her. I enjoy sailing her. And, well, here she is. So that was a quick video on the Ingermanland. I do hope you all enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and all that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.